one of the states in northeast Nigeria. Okay? It may interest you to know that this is the GS1 class. Am I right?
Yes.
This is GS1 class. And then this is what? Primary what? This is primary 4 and 5. Please come close. Let us see the building. Let us see the board. This is primary 4 and 5. And then we will go to the other classes. Please let us see the building. This is what they have as building. And then we have primary 3 and 4 here. This is primary 3 and 4. We have the primary
school indeed at the northeast, where we have plenty senators and House of Rep members and all of that. Don't you see this as or you think that bandits have not located them or something? Because this seems to be the trend. It's more like set up for the bandits to come and do their thing, and then we start shouting again.
Well, it's just particularly sad because yesterday was Children's Day, right? And aside Children's Day celebration, I mean, children deserve to have the best of, environment and the best of education. So it should not be something that we remember just on Children's Day. But it is just particularly sad because the average Nigerian, especially in the Northeast, to see them, learning under such conditions is just very, very sad. And the people of the, Northeast, or rather the Northerners, the political elites of the Northerners are worried about what Peter B is doing and what borehole he's constructing, when in reality they have pressing issues like this.
There is some there's emerging facts right now. Is that the national anthem, there is a new reverting back to the old national anthem happens to be their problem. How is this their problem? Is these children going to be singing the old national anthem inside the bush?
Well, we've seen it, misplacement of priorities. I don't know what the national anthem is going to do for Nigerians or for the, economic situation we found ourselves in. There's just, they're just doing the wrong things because we're seeing students. I'm talking, these are the supposed leaders of tomorrow, people that should have, access to good education, good water and all of that. And God forbid, if we get to hear, situations where bandits or kidnappers came and, cleared this entire people, we'll be saying, oh, security this, security that. But the fact that it exists in the first place should be a shame to the northern elites and the people who are representing these regions. And so
this kind of school shouldn't be existing in this century is what we're talking about. Coming to you, Peace, you have seen it, or I mean, this kind of environment that we're talking about definitely is not something that is going to grow up a child that is going to be a leader that they are talking about in Nigeria. But they are always talking about P2B all the time as they talk. Then go just they talk them. Anything where you do P2B, they no go see better thing P2B, then see better thing P2B. But anyway, yesterday will be Children's Day. P2B also greet children. We be say, saying they do a lot of things for children. And I know so as we enter, you talk, say you go talk as in take talk and for in tweet platform. How in take talk and make we hear from you. How in take talk and for that is tweet platform.
Okay, on this day, we celebrate Children's Day. I rejoice with all the Nigerian children for whose sake we remain firmly committed in our struggle for a new Nigeria. This day, which is set aside to celebrate the Nigeria child, presents us the opportunity to focus on our children, the future leaders of our nation, and also reminds us of the need to invest in their growth and support and nurture their dreams. Every Nigerian child deserves access to quality education, healthcare, and a safe and secure environment to live and thrive. We must therefore invest in these key areas of development for their sake and the future of our society. Sadly, the challenges of child labor persist in our Nigerian society today. A National Bureau of Statistics report states that 39.2% of our children are in child labor and 22.9% of children are involved in hazardous work. The report further asserts that 4 out of every 10 children in Nigeria are trapped in child labor, therefore putting the children and the future of society at risk. In tackling the challenges of child labor, we must focus on pulling more Nigerians out of poverty and ensuring the respect of the rights of every Nigerian child, while encouraging the parents, guardians, teachers, and benefactors who see to the training of our children. I urge them to continue to give their best to raise responsible citizens in our nation. To the children, I encourage them to take seriously their moral and educational formation, restate our commitment to building a safe, secure, and productive nation for our children to live in, fully and freely explore their potentials. The new Nigeria we are working towards. It is possible.
Yes, so it is very possible. I must tell you of that. Now, would they see waiting they happen for Bush when would they talk about Children's Day? The same day when I see this very video, the thing touched me like this. It touched my heart. Yes. I say for this very time, and this will go just carry P2B for mouth everywhere. You understand? Yes. Then go leave the waiting they happen. Look at waiting they happen for this time around. These people get House of Rep member where they represent them. They get senators where we say then they represent them. Now for Bush, 9 children they go. Not be only say now this kindergarten, this one are primary and secondary school.
Oh, wow.
It's very, very appalling. I've been waiting you get to talk for that one.
It's more than being appalling because this is more like a retrogression on steroids. Tinubu don't finish Nigeria. He don't really finish us because this environment where these children they now they school, it not even they conducive for them, to be sincere. And what do we even expect from a government, or even let's say the president of a country where be say during campaign in the waka about they tell us say you just won't come to dance. We expect a main perform magic. No, na
no, they own in talk say na
yes, na in turn me local. So we not expect a main con say if he dey, day. So like it's really sad because there are other things where they are supposed to invest money, which is education and which is security. So leaving those children, even at primary school now they anything if even happen. What if say rain they fall? What if say like all this banditry and killings here and there? How
these
they come
they
safe?
Go there myself. Then for wait, make rain day, make we for know how the school they operate during the rainy season where you just mentioned.
Yes.
But what I they even point out, they say by tomorrow now or next tomorrow, then go begin tell us say bandits don't go kidnap school children for Northeast and so on. 200 of them they don't carry. You know go no say now them present them for platter of gold. That be waiting they call them. Right. Then go put them for plates. Go deliver the thing to those people. Then they go come carry money. Go begin the service those bandits where they go kidnap children. But anyway, we don't say make we they take some other things where we say we they follow His Excellency P2B. I say for Dallas. When go for US in the visit, even Oselo call Baze, he get something where he tweet we say it talk say as P2B just enter US for Dallas, in here say somebody they sick, now him leave wait, he no even get to a hotel, now him begin rush go hospital. But outside of that, I think there is something that Dr. Mo brought about what happened in Dallas. He's still thanking the people of in diaspora who actually helped. Let's take this thing from Dr. Mo's tweet.
Well, he said His Excellency P2B's thank you tour and civic engagement events in Dallas, Texas has sparked a crucial conversation on how Nigerians abroad can drive change back home. During the recent event, he expressed his heartfelt gratitude to the people for their support, time, energy, and contributions during the last elections. He emphasized that while change is possible, it is never easy. Also, addressing the question of a mega party or merger, His Excellency P2B encouraged the audience to be part of the merger that moves Nigeria forward, stressing that this is the only merger he will be a part of. He clarified that his ambition is not driven by a desperate desire to become president, but by a genuine commitment to see Nigeria work for all its citizens. He also proceeded to say that he urged everyone to leave a long-lasting impact on the nation's future by actively participating in the efforts to build a better Nigeria. And this is coming from Dr. Mo concerning His Excellency.
Yes, I think Dr. Mo has been updating us information from all the places that they have gone to, and especially as His Excellency P2B, this man, the waka. The man, the waka peace, no be so. Yes. He the waka, he no dey pain, he no dey even tire. Yes. As he just come back with the year say he go from this place, as he go from this place and then don't work and go. So just the other day he went to, is it the people he gave 10 million at the other side. He keeps doing these things, notwithstanding that he's not the one in Aso Rock, but he keeps, pushing and pushing, making sure that the right things are being done. He will criticize the ones that needs to be criticized and the ones that don't need. Let's even hear, people are talking of the merger that they are talking about. They are talking about 2027 and so on. Right. But there is something that is very unique as when P2B answers some of these things. Right. Very, very direct talk. Because some people did not actually know that this is what he responded as per merger. And some people are saying, oh, he's saying he's going to go into PDP and all of that. So we want us to have a clip of that where P2B was very clear, thanking His Excellency Atiku for his gesture, and also mentioned clearly what his mind and direction is headed towards. Let's take a tidbit of that before we go on.
For me, I commend him and I'm grateful for his statements, especially where he said he will support me if he goes to the Southeast. On issue of merger, coming together of parties, I always said, as long as any merger or any coming together is for a better Nigeria, for a new Nigeria, for governing properly, I'm for it. If it's just merger for election or state capture, I'm not part of it. I want to be part of anything. Like I always say, I'm not desperate to be president. I'm desperate to see Nigeria work, especially for the poor people, because we have a lot of potentials. So if the merger is to be able to govern Nigeria properly, unlock all those things that will make Nigeria a better place, I'm for it. It might be at party level, it might be at individual level, it might be at any level, but we must come together to be able to build a better Nigeria.
For those of us who has not heard from His Excellency P2B directly about his response on merger, this is it. So please, so that we can rest that very matter. But Divine, coming back to you, I understand that outside of this, there's different permutation, different analysis coming from mainstream media, right, trying to position him, saying he's going back to PDP and all of that. But that outside the question, let's even look at what his take on the administration of Tinubu. Even while he's criticizing them, he's actually bringing his brain, you understand me, trying to tell them what is right. And I think the spokesman of Labour Party, Tanko, Yunusa, had something like that to say, correct?
Yeah, he did. He actually spoke to Sheon of Channels TV, where he was actually asked about, the possibility of, a form of networking between His Excellency P2B and the current administration, if he'll be willing or open to a partnership between both of them. And he answered very beautifully. He also made a lot of points concerning the fact that His Excellency P2B has been a credible opposition and has actually used out of his own free will from time to time to actually give this administration tidbits of what they should and should not be doing to actually make Nigeria
free consultation.
Exactly. And so let's just take a soundbite from the conversation he had with them at Channels, and we'll talk about it.
Political leaders and some of those who led in the campaigns and in the election, is Mr. Obi willing to work with the Tinubu government if he's reached out to?
I don't know why they are not taking even the free consultancy that he's already been given. You don't need to be close to somebody before he can be working with you. We have been criticizing very important issues that affect every Nigerian in this country on a constant basis. Let me give you an example. Yes, he came out and challenged the issue of the coastal road. The coastal road, yes, a beautiful program as it may sound, but do we need it at the moment? Obviously, no. You cannot be spending 3 trillion of naira on a project where the Nigerian people in the rural areas and all are walloping in abject poverty, which has led to our insecurity, fundamentally. So why would you spend money when you cannot move from here to Benin comfortably? When even today, you cannot move from here to Kaduna freely. Why you cannot move from Funtua to Katsina freely? There are issues on the basic road that we have, even from the ones that we are existing, maybe Akwa Ibom, passing through Akwa Ibom to go to Calabar, and the rest of them are still in their needs of repairs. Even the existing one cannot be, where we have countries where you can have even lights from Kaduna to Abuja, and from Abuja to Lokoja, street light can be. We don't have all of this, but here you are embarking on a wild goose project that will affect the Nigerian people when the money that was supposed to be given to them to use in economic development of their state, of their state and their local government is being kept in abeyance. And listen, recently they are talking about even spending 10 billion naira for car parks in the universities. 10 billion naira for car parks. For what? When the university ASU program already, or ASU issues have not been resolved up to now. Even the people that are working with them, with the civil servants, have not been paid their salary equivalent that will take care of their basic needs. These are fundamental issues. We have not involved ourselves or implement issues about having as little as it may cost, medulla refineries in 6 geographical zones of this particular country to take care of us, at least reducing this pain and pang of what exporting our oil, which can give us about 12 to 13 byproducts, and we come in with only one product. It's shameful. So why do you embark on such? And these particular issues are being put on the table constantly. So if a good government who is thinking inside the box, outside the box, around the box, on top and below the box, is thinking very well, it can use some of these particular constructive criticisms to help us say, okay, we've listened to this, let's look at it in this particular way. So it's a free consultancy, and we're all involved. If a good road is being put on place tonight for us to get to Benin, do we need everybody to be on the air? At the end of it, or probably you get disappointed, probably the flight will be cancelled for one reason or the other, or you have to pay humongous sum of money for you to travel from one point A to point B. They are not rocket science. These are things that we all need, and we keep on saying them day and night. So if you want to give Nigerians the best of governance, look at this small.
Okay, away from political matters and alliances right now. We know that this administration, like Tanko said, they have been getting free consultation from His Excellency Peter Obi, and from Dr. Mo's tweet, we know the work that His Excellency has been doing. Thank you to and other things. But there are reactions that are coming from people who actually is also seeing what we are seeing on His Excellency Peter Obi and other things. Let's take this coming from VG, that is Vobacom SMS. It says, PO has consistently demonstrated honesty, ethics, and strong moral principle. He is very passionate, enthusiastic, and genuinely committed towards making Nigerians prosperous and great again before the Committee of Nations. That is coming from VG. Then we have the voice of Hausa here, who says he is such a trailblazer. Just when you think you've asked him a difficult question, he responds with an answer so rich in wisdom. The statement that he will only be part of a merger that moves Nigeria forward ends it for me, because at the end of the day, it is all about the people. Coming back to the studio, you know, this very part gets me, you know, it's about the people. When he talks about this very merger, I mean, when he says he's open for a merger, he's simply talking about him not being desperate to be the president of Nigeria, but being desperate seeing Nigerian work. That is the part that these Agbado people don't understand. Somebody can be desperate to see Nigerian work because the Nigerian we know is not working.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, he's just particularly very, passionate about the average person. And to me, I think that is the greatest form of selflessness, to be very honest, because this man is not the direct sufferer of the, harsh realities or harsh economic realities. To the best of our knowledge, we know His Excellency PO has already made his money from business, and he's on the, he's not on the receiving end, or he doesn't bear the majority of the brunt of the anti-people policies these people actually create. But the fact that he knows that even if that he might have the better bargain because he's well-to-do, he still identifies with the realities of the average Nigerian. I think it is very, very selfless of him, and to be honest, kudos to him. There's really nothing much we can say that can really describe his person, because truly he's somebody who has actually put himself, you know, last and puts the Nigerian person and the average Nigerian struggle first. And so truly a measure that is people oriented is the only kind of measure His Excellency
a measure that will enhance governance,
right,
especially. Okay, let's even look at the trending, one of the trending news today. I don't know why this Nigerian Air of 18 keeps coming up and on, and I can see that trending all over again. Hadi Sarika, I understand his, I mean, they have arraigned him. Of course, he was going to meet his bail conditions and he's going to go scot-free. And if you recall, Senator Ndume once said that that he supports death penalty for those kind of acts that only goes to the extent of $1 trillion and not 100 million, as the case might be. So it means that by his words, he has exonerated Hadi Sarika of this Nigerian air fraud. And I will say, let's give kudos to whom kudos is due. Why this was going on, David Hundeyin was clearly saying that this Nigerian air thing is totally a fraud. We are not looking at it. He mentioned it when they brought that plane. He said that very plane, he even gave the plane number to say that there is an Ethiopian airline that they put that they repented it and put Nigeria. At the end of it, that is what we are seeing that is happening. And we know so that this same Minister of Aviation, who is claiming that it has been suspended indefinitely, is going to resurrect another thing called Nigerian Air. They have been doing it all the time. As I think Charlie Boy has a post on something that talked, at least I know when we have the Nigerian Air. Let's even take what Charlie Boy has to say. Well, Charlie Boy, which is the earlier father, says that this Nigeria said is a scammer's paradise. Well, that is going to end as His Excellency P2B is coming on board soon. He said, do you know Nigeria has now made 6 attempts to establish a national airline? One is Nigerian Airways, 1958 to 2003. That very one, Divine, I follow enter Nigerian Airways. You understand? Really? Yes. Even when I enter Nama, I follow on one time to, let's say, Dubai. If you see the place where Dubai people, they give Nigerian Airways as at even 2002, 2001, thereabout, then go carry them, go put for, but when they land finish, now hours, now they go wait first before you go begin the come out. That is before they go carry you, go enter the airport. They far where they give us where we go land. And again, sometimes I don't pay for Dubai airport, this Nigerian Air, I mean this Nigerian Airways. I don't pay for Dubai. When we enter plane finish, the plane no gree fly. He no gree fly at all. The fire, the plane no gree fly. We can't discharge, come enter the airport, come wait, may they send another. Anyway, Sha, that one na the old distance. So for the, maybe we go back to wearing Charlie Boy talk. I just give on a small experience so I get with Nigeria Air. At least I live see that one. Then Virgin Nigeria. No, for now when we say on the talk for our platform, when I go talk, I know say some of our way there don't get on our own experience with Nigerian Airways. Make on a talk on our own. Then number 2 be Virgin Nigerian Air. They say 2004 to 2009. Maybe that one na rebranding, then do that one. Then get Nigerian Eagle Airline. Now this is my first time to hear this one. Then number 4, Air Nigeria 2010 to 2012. Then we have Nigerian Air proposed. That is where they chop the whole money. So all this one are the one where we say Charlie Boy come put them together. But my question is, why is this Nigerian Air coming back all over again? Why is it is it that first to Skiamo no get work to do again, now to bring they call them fraudulent and all of that? Make him talk what in they do for this very aviation sector, make we even know. A piece where we say he don't try and make a reconcile their issues with UK people, make it a land, you understand? We see how then they press them for neck. What in they do for inside? I don't know if you get my point. Make him go focus there instead of today talk about their fraudulent Nigerian Air when they talk about what we know say you know go see the light of day.
Well, first of all, I want to give kudos to David Hundenyi, because as at the time when it was happening, I'm talking 2018 and even down to 2022 when they revived this plan, he actually came out on Twitter to actually, you know, blow the whistle to tell us Nigerians that, you know what, this is actually a farce. It's not going to happen. This is just another, you know, avenue or venture for them to, you know, siphon billions and billions of dollars and, you know, of naira to of Nigerian or taxpayers' money particularly. And so he had a lot to say about this, and some people then called him, you know, a wicked person, that he was doing quote unquote bad belly, right, and that he did not want to see Nigeria actually progress. But we've come to see it now in reality. This new administration is now coming out to say that truly this was actually a fraud coming from the last government, right? But my problem with this is that even if the last government or the government that perpetrated this evil and siphoned these billions of, you know, naira has actually left seats, the immunity that is covering them is no longer there, right? The immunity of ministers, immunity of heads of state and all of that. Why are we not having conversations about bringing them or arraigning them for them to actually account for the actually, you know, siphoned? Because the former aviation minister, his name is currently, you know, going on and off my head, right? Basically, the point is
Festus.
that no, not Festus. Hadi
Sariki, yes.
Okay, yeah, exactly. He was the one. He currently pleaded not guilty to the count charges of you know, fraud and actually siphoning taxpayers' money. And my problem is, why are we not bringing them to book? Because it goes beyond just coming out to call this Nigerian air a fraud. If it is a fraud, how about the money that these people actually took for it? Why are they not paying for their sins? So for me, it goes beyond them just announcing that it's a fraud and they are going to be suspending it. They should take, you know, cognitive measures to actually ensure that the money that those people actually used or took to actually do this particular Nigerian Airways or Nigerian Air, that they actually recover it and the people who were behind the fraud are brought to book.
All right, as we don't see our time, don't they give us signal where they give us, make we begin the pack, they come up for studio. But before we go come up for studio, I won't bring waiting they happen now. Labour Union don't reject another 60,000 naira offer where we say federal government won't give for as minimum wage. Then don't reject them. And I don't know why this federal government be say then go still they talk about 57. You know, they start from 47, then 54, and now 60,000. Why then they top them like 3,000 each time? Because the thing tire me. Right. Make I even come for you because you sabi analyze this thing in a broken way. Why be say the common person will be say they work for Nigeria, they no fit pay them better money. Then they talk as we they talk now. Labor them don't come out from a meeting where we say now 60,000 federal government talk say they won't pay Nigerian worker. 60,000 won't do waiting for family of 3. Make we not talk family of 10 because we know say some people will get 3 wife and 4 wife as our own Muslim brothers get. Then get up to 10, 15 children. I won't know. And you know say now those people then they born well. So 60,000 naira now and they won't use make them take feed one family. The thing they what be your talk for this one?
As we all know, say APC na scam, and all this katara where they bust everywhere, and with the money where they pay people now, and people know they feed well, people no feed buy anything. Tinubu na him because, and again I think say people where they vote make they know what they vote, because Nigerians are very good at electing people where not supposed to do anything based on tribalistic and everything where they get. And again, even the money now about they say may they increase, may not be say the money no day, but Tinubu they always invest money in the wrong thing, and you know they like do the right thing. So I just want to encourage Nigerians where they face one thing or the other, may they no lose hope, may they keep doing their best to make sure say they no give up. That's one thing I feel talk.
Okay, well, as peace talk in the midst of hopelessness, say make on no lose hope, and that's why we they come out every day we talk say hope day, and that's why we are in Hope Alive. Until today by 5 p.m. when we come for the Obidient Family Cooperative Society reports from local governments. Please join us again by 5 p.m. as we go live to get reports of all the LG cooperatives and all of that. Thank you very much. Until then, bye for now.
Each culture should join together to represent their own nation by making it better and to make it a united nation, one of the greatest nations in the world. We need to improve our school on what they already have. More teachers' salary should be increased for them so they can, more of them could come to the school because mostly salaries are scarce.
I like my country, Nigeria, because it's mine. It's not anyone's own and I have to protect it. There is hardship in our country. So the government can go to different schools, different public schools, so they can share books, pencil, pen for children.
I want the government to pay the people's children in Nigeria to help us in our school and our education. Let the government be protecting us from thieves, all these boundaries.
The government to let us have a better future tomorrow and not be like others that are laboring, suffering.
I want the government to make things cheap and so that let my parents take me to Million Park so that I can have fun and drink ice cream and things. And I want them to make school fees more easier so that we can go to educated school.